So another question we get often asked here at the Department of Transportation is, where does the funding for transportation come from? We think that's a really good question. So I'd like to take a moment today to answer that question for you. We get funding from several sources. I'm going to start with the road and bridge funding because, quite frankly, it's the bulk of the funding we receive. We actually receive funding from 3 different sources. We call them user fees. We receive revenue from gas tax, motor vehicle sales tax, and registration tax. These 3 sources funnel into the Highway User Tax Distribution Fund. Now, I understand that's probably more detail than you're into today. But if you want more information about this or any of the other funding topics, I want you to know we have a document on our website called our Transportation Funds Forecast. We release this forecast in November and February of every year. You'll find that and other information in greater detail on our website. So again, the 3 main user taxes that support road and bridge funding for transportation come from gas tax, tab fees, and motor vehicle sales tax. You might be interested to know that 28.5 cents for every gallon of fuel sold in Minnesota is collected as fuel tax revenue. We also get federal funds that come into the Department of Transportation to support road and bridge activities. We also, as you know, have a multimodal network for transportation in Minnesota. So we do get additional funding for non-road and bridge activities, things like transit. What we receive for transit funding comes from 2 sources, the general fund and the motor vehicle sales tax. 40% of the motor vehicle sales tax goes to support transit. The remaining 60% supports roads and bridges across the state through the Highway User Tax Distribution Fund. So another mode we have here in Minnesota that's critically important to the health of our environment and our economy is aviation. Aviation, again, is supported by user fees, primarily aircraft registration fees, aviation fuel, and air flight property tax.